welcome back to my channel. I am back today with this traditional Christmas look, and let me start off by saying that I know this is not going to be traditional for everybody because it's a lot. It's a cut crease, it's sparkly, it has a wing liner, and to top it off, it has a bold red lip. I know this is not going to be traditional for everybody, but it kind of sort of is a little bit traditional for me because every single year around the holiday season I upload a video similar to this one. Like, I love to do a cut crease, sparkly lid, and a bold lip. Alrighty, so I'm going to stop talking and let you guys enjoy this video. So if you want to see how to get this traditional, actually my take on traditional Christmas slash, not sure what that was, slash holiday makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the lights are too bright. It was kind of early in the morning, and yeah, so let's get this hair out of the way and let's go ahead and jump right into the tutorial because it's gonna be a long one. So my eyelids are already primed, my eyebrows are ready to go, so let's go ahead and jump into shadows. I'm starting off with the Dream Street palette from Kathleenlights in collaboration with Colourpop, and I'm taking the shade Shooting Star, and this is going to be my transition shade. I'm really taking my time with this color. I'm really blending it out, smoking it out. I add a couple layers just to make it really nice and intense, and I'm going to smoke it out all the way to almost my brow bone because I really want this color to be super blown out. This is the most important shade because this is going to help us blend everything properly, so take your time with this particular color. So I'm going in with the shade Potion, and it's so pigmented. It's a beautiful kind of reddish orangey shade, and I am just going to apply this using a Sigma E25. I'm going to start off by taking the color really tight in the crease, back and forth, and then once I have it really nice and concentrated, I'm going to take my brush and begin to move it into circular motions just so that that color kind of blends upwards. Please make sure that you keep the color really nice and concentrated on the crease. You don't want to blend it up way too high because you still want to have that gradient effect. And then I'm going to go back in with the previous blending brush and just blend out the edges. So going back into that same palette, I am taking the shade Elfish. It's the cutest name ever. This is a nice dark brown shade. It's like a dark purpley shade, and I'm going to again pack this on my crease, and this color is the color that you need to actually spend the most time on as in regards of pigmentation. You really want this color to be nice and pigmented because that's what's going to give you that really nice dark cut crease. So take your time, back and forth in the crease, and make it nice and dark. So time to begin to cut the crease. This is super easy to do. All you need is a little bit of concealer and a flat concealer brush. You're going to take some concealer on the brush, and then you're just going to pretty much carve out the crease. Now you can cut it a little bit higher, you can keep it according to how your natural crease is. I tend to always go just a tad bit higher than my normal crease just because I like for when my eyes are open for you to be able to see the cut crease, but it's completely optional however you feel more comfortable. And then I'm going to set that concealer using some translucent powder. And back into the palette, I am going to take the shade Kaleidoscope. This is a super beautiful color. It has some blue reflex in there, and it's some blue greenish reflex, and it just looks so pretty. And I'm just going to take this using a small shader brush. I did wet my brush with some Fix Plus, and I am just going to apply this all over the entire lid on the areas where we previously cut the crease. So take your time, make sure that you get it nice and tight up in that crease, but if you mess up, don't worry because you can always go back in with a pencil brush and a little bit more of that dark brown shade and just go ahead and re-intensify that crease. Make sure that you hug that color, make it nice and pigmented, and I promise you it's going to make all the difference because the darker the crease is, the prettier it's going to look. So I felt like the look was a little bit too gold, so I went in with the Model's Own Celestial palette, and I took the shade Doves, which is a beautiful true silver shade, and I just applied that right on top using my finger just to kind of make the look a little bit more neutral and more gray. Go ahead and take a makeup wipe and wipe up any of the excess fallout, and then go ahead and do your wing liner. I struggled with mine today, so you do you, boo. But you can do anything with your liner. You can do it thick, you could do it medium. Like I said, I struggled. You guys, my eyeliner took forever. I actually had to like remove half of my eye makeup and do it over because my eyeliner today is just not, it does not want to work with me. So if they're a little uneven, I'm sorry, okay? It's been rough. Okay, so now that we have somewhat done our eyeliner, we're going to go ahead and move on to the glitter. So the glitter that I am using today is also by Modelsown, and this is in the shade Pluto. I really like this glitter because it's a little bit bigger, so it's going to attract more light, and it just looked so stunning. So I am going to be using the glue that came with the glitter. So pretty much all I'm doing is I'm applying the glue to my lid, and then I'm taking a brush, mixing it into the glitter, and then I'm just tapping it on all over the lid, and that is pretty much it. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, and it just looks so beautiful, and it definitely added something a little bit extra to the eyes. So let's go ahead and get started with the face. I am taking my Ren Perfect Canvas Primer. You guys know I have been so in love with this recently, and I'm just going to apply this all over the skin, and then I'm taking the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, another favorite of mine. It's a staple, I always use it, and I'm just going to apply this all over the skin once again, just to give us a nice even canvas to work with. If you have texture and large pores, these two together are like a dream made in heaven. Obsessed. So for foundation today, I am using the Jouer Central Coverage Foundation. I think that's the name. I'm not quite sure. I might be confusing it with something else, but I am just pretty much applying this all over the skin using my damp beauty sponge, and look at the coverage that this foundation has. Like, look at the difference between both sides of my face. It's incredible. The coverage on this is crazy. It looks a little bit yellow on camera, but it matches me perfect. So for concealer, I am going in with the YSL All Hours Concealer, but then I noticed that it was almost the same as my skin tone, so I did mix it in with a little bit of the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. So I mixed the two together, and then I went back in with that damp beauty sponge, and I just blended everything out. And I don't know what happened today, but I was having such a good like skin day. Like, my skin looked so good. I don't know, because I truly haven't been doing anything different, and I haven't been really good with my skincare routine, but my skin looked really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the under eyes using some translucent setting powder. This is the one by Kat Von D in the shade Petals. I love this setting powder. It's gorgeous. It makes my under eyes look nice and luminous and illuminated. I love it. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade number 20. And then I am just going to take my beauty sponge, and I'm just going to set my skin with the powder and the sponge. I saw Jaclyn Hill do this in her latest video, and her skin looks so good that I had to try it for myself. But even though I did use a sponge to blend it in, I always like to go in with a brush just to blend everything out, make sure that we don't have any excess powder. So going back in with that Modelsown palette, and I'm going to take the shade Purity, which is just a white shimmery shade, and I'm just going to apply this to my brow bone just to kind of clean everything up, highlight the brow bone, and I'm also going to be applying that to the inner corners just to bring back some light, open up the eyes, and all that good stuff. So I'm going back in with the Kathleenlights palette, taking the shade Shooting Star once again, and I'm going to apply that to the lower lashes. And then I'm taking Elfish one more time with the pencil brush and smoking this out in the lower lash line as well. You can do something more dramatic if you would like, but I felt like the top was so dramatic that I definitely wanted to keep the bottom just a little bit more simple. And then I am going to line my waterline using the Rimmel Nude eyeliner. Love this liner. It's cheap and it works great. So go ahead and apply some mascara to your top and bottom lashes, and I'm going to apply some lashes. I am using the OG lashes in the style Superstar. Completely had a brain fart right there. Moving on to the skin, I am going to go ahead and bronze the skin. I am using the Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I'm just going to apply this all over the areas where you want to look a little bit more bronzy. And then I'm going to contour just a tad bit further. I definitely wanted a little bit more definition since it is such a dramatic look. So I am going in with the bareMinerals Pro Contour Kit, and I'm taking that first shade, and I am only going to apply this to the hollows of the cheeks just to give me more of a chiseled, contoured face. So for blush, I am taking the Hourglass blush, and this is in the shade Brilliant Nude. And I love this blush. It's so natural, and it gives the skin the most beautiful, healthy, fleshy color. It's gorgeous. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline powder one more time, and I'm just going to clean up that contour slash bronzer and make everything nice and crisp. So now let's jam a little bit. Oh yeah, get a girl, get a girl. So taking the Burberry Rose Gold highlight, I am going to apply this to the tops of the cheekbones, and this is going to be the first highlight shade that we are going to be applying, because I like to mix and match my highlights. And I also applied some to the chin, on the Cupid's bow, also the tip of the nose, and in between the brows, just to give the skin an overall glowy complexion. And then I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby highlight by Rihanna. Fenty, yep, same thing. I'm going to take it with that same Morphe M501 brush, and I'm just going to apply this only on the tops of the cheekbones, just to give me a little bit more of a glowy, more dewy, more wet looking skin, which is beautiful now for the winter times. So go ahead and pack it on. Pack it on. And then I'm going to take a brush, and I'm just going to brush away that powder, and as you can see, it gives you a flawless skin. And by the way, I'm sorry if you hear that. It's my computer. I have my computer linked to my phone, and it's just blowing up, and I can't find a way to turn it off. But anyways, moving on to the lips, I'm starting off by lining my lips using the Buxom lip liner in Code Red. I'm going to line the lips, and I'm going to fill in the lips as well. So go ahead. And I did overline just a little bit. I definitely wanted my lips to look a little bit more powderier. And then for lipstick, I am taking my favorite red of all time. I use this every single time I have a red lip on. This is the Ofra's liquid lipstick in Atlantic City. Obsessed, perfect red, in love. So I do have a coupon code with Ofra. It's Nelly's Look, and you can save 30% off your order. So go ahead and add some fix spray, and you are pretty much done. Okay, so that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys love this look. This is honestly, I look forward to holiday tutorials all year. Like, that is my favorite time of the year to film looks, to get creative with my makeup. I love it. It looks classy, it looks beautiful, it looks sophisticated but still sexy. Absolutely obsessed. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys don't forget to subscribe before you go. Hit the like button, and also hit the notification bell just to get updates whenever I upload. So I love you guys. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing you guys before Christmas, but if I don't, then I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Mwah!